I'm loving watching us do the Catwoman.
Oh, it really shows how bad it is, isn't it?
It's bad, but at the same time, I want to play it again now. I miss it. I'm like,
Why would you ever say that?
Because it was kind of fun. It was kind of fun in a bad way. Like, just watching, like, I want to do it perfect is how it's got me feeling. Like, all the times we fall, I'm like, I want to do it again. I want to do it perfect. I want to be the best at this one terrible game that someone paid 40 quid for.
You want to platinum that game?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, someone paid 40 quid. I'll never get over that. Never get past that.
Buyer's remorse times a billion.
That is someone that saw the movie or didn't see the movie and was just hyped for it and bored. It was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I've seen Swordfish, now I'm going to see this and maybe I'll see her tits. Why did we never get that Swordfish game?
No. It won't.
That's a shame.
The market's fallen through on film games.
See,
although, The Warriors is on PS4.
Yeah. But you see, I'm currently in the process of writing the script for my first scripted video. Don't know if you know that, by the way. And it's basically just a rundown of how and why we got into this, doing film games and stuff. Film game being the niche and blah 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 blah. But
it's easy. You like film games, and you needed someone funny to help you.
And I needed something.
You needed someone funny to help you who doesn't mind not being paid.
Or had nothing to do. But
you hurt your hand, hadn't you, or your wrist? Surgery.
I just had elbow surgery. And yeah, so that was when we started.
Tom's biography.
Yeah, spoilers. But I found an actual proper list, not just like a top 50 film games. I found the list of the last one to really be released.
Oh yeah,
and some of these aren't proper, movie licensed games. Like Friday the 13th game, I don't know. Like, it's a Dead by Daylight game. I wouldn't class it as the movie game.
No, it's got a lot of movie references, and it pretty much is basic. The basic plot of the movie is escape Jason.
Yeah.
But
you've also got like the Lego games. I don't class any of the Lego games as movie licensed games.
Lego the movie, the game, yeah.
Yes, obviously, yep. Now, there was, apparently, there was The Mummy Demastered, October 2017 by Way Forward.
Demastered?
Yeah. And this is, it looks like, when did Tom Cruise's Mummy come out? That garbage piece of shit.
2 years ago.
But was it 2018?
I believe so, yeah.
Because
that was like the dark universe.
No, 2017. Holy shit, it was that long ago. So yeah, so this is in conjunction with that film, because the image here shows the female mummy, and this is on Windows, Microsoft Windows, PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and it is a Metroidvania game.
So it actually says Demastered.
It's called the title is literally The Mummy Demastered. I'll link it to you in Discord.
But that sounds like it should say remastered.
Yeah, it's fucking weird, man.
But they're like, it's a step down from being remastered. We've just, we've actually gone backwards. We've demastered it.
It was so bad, we took it back.
Yeah.
Have a look at that. So, like, it's in the title, and it's a Metroidvania game released for main consoles by Way Forward.
It does say demastered. I don't get that.
Yeah.
Why?
I've never heard of this.
No.
And it's got really good ratings. It's got 7 out of 10s everywhere.
The likeness of Russell Crowe.
Like, it looks proper old school Metroidvania, and I'm really intrigued by it.
Wait, what do you mean old school Metroidvania? You mean side scroller?
Yeah, so yeah.
That might be what Demastered is. So maybe they did, make a little joke about it being an old fashioned sort of game.
And also, it's way forward as well, so they've used their pixel art.
Yeah. Way Forward are brilliant at that.
Yeah, Double Dragon Neon. But yeah, I couldn't believe it when I was looking at that this list, and that is potentially the last really official movie game. There's Cars 3, Driven to Win, but that's 2017. I don't think, did Cars 3 come out then? I didn't think Cars 3. Cars 3 came out. Cars 3 did come out in 2017. Oh.
It came out the same year as The Mummy.
Yeah. Fuck. Cars 3.
They seem worlds apart.
Yeah, they really. I felt like The Mummy came out maybe a year or two ago.
Wasn't Cars 3 the spy one?
I don't remember, man. Never saw it.
Or was that Cars 2?
Cars 2 was set in Europe.
Oh, okay, that was the spy one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it looks like
so I never saw Cars 3. Oh no, Cars 3 was the one that was advertised like, oh, Lightning McQueen's like all fucking futuristic now.
Oh really?
Yeah, it was like black with a blue lightning bolt, I think, in the trailers.
Oh man. I played the Cars 1 game. It was a fun, young, easy racing game. But yeah, so it looks like Cars 3, Mummy, the Mummy Demastered. I'm fascinated by that.
That could be a good one to play.
Yeah, that would be.
Because you can't go wrong with a side-scrolling game. They aren't really bad once they're done right.
No, they can be good.
In this day and age, there is no excuse to do them bad. Like, you look at Sonic Mania. That was a great side-scroller.
Yeah, and it wasn't even made by Sega.
No. They licensed out to a third party who completely put them to shame.
Although Metroidvania, I mean, I instantly think Hollow Knight.
Yeah.
Hollow Knight, Ori and the Blind Forest, Celeste. Like, it's a big sort of comeback for that sort of style. So yeah, then we go down to like 2016 Ghostbusters video game, which I think is a remaster of the PS3 one. We got Mad Max 2015, but that's not based on Fury Road.
It's a prequel to Fury Road.
And then,
which, I mean, that it does tie in. It shows you what happened before the film. I'd say that counts more than the fucking Iron Man game did,
or Thor,
or Thor. Yeah, like if it's a prequel, like here's the backstory in game form. It was good as well. It was a bit like GTA meets Fallout.
Okay, I never played it, so yeah.
I've got it on PS4. Yeah, it's good.
We've got both Amazing Spider-Mans have video games, but all Spider-Man films pretty much, apart from obviously the Marvel ones, but most Spider-Man films got the game with it. Kick-Ass 2, the game, apparently.
Ooh.
For PS3 and 360, we got, that's in 2014, we get RoboCop, the remake, got a game. Yeah, for a free-to-play shooter on mobile, so it doesn't count. And then Colonial Marines, that just doesn't count in anyone's book as a video game in general.
I mean, did they fix it?
Of course they didn't fucking fix it.
I thought they fixed it. It'd be nice if
did they? I didn't think they did.
What was the other one what was the one that came out after it?
Isolation.
Yeah,
the good
Isolation.
One. Not technically film game. It's also not on this list.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's strange though, because you think just because it is aliens,
yeah, you're right,
would be on your list. Although you're looking at bad film games.
No, I'm looking at a list of video games, movie license video games. We got there was a Pacific Rim game. Had no idea about that on the 360 by Ukes. Ukes is alright.
Yeah, they've done some alright stuff.
But then
Pacific Rim jobbed the game.
But then it's around the mid 2000s, late 2000s and 2010s when the film games were really booming, which was mostly Marvel stuff and shit.
What did you think of film games, Pacific Rim, by the way?
The film?
Yeah.
It was alright. It was fun.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. Like the whole how their arms shot forwards with like rocket packs from the elbow and that.
Yeah, and I like the fact that they moved slow because of the fact they're so fucking heavy. Like,
yeah, they would, and also like they're fighting in water most of the time, so they would be waterlogged.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the acting was god awful.
Well, but Charlie was in it.
Apart from I mean the main like Charlie Hunnam, who is the British guy doing an American accent, and then you've got another British guy I think doing an Australian accent, and they were awful. Yeah, but yeah, Ron Perlman, Charlie from Charlie Day, and Idris Elba. Was it Idris Elba? Yeah, I think. Yeah, he died. I think.
Remember.
Spoiler.
It's strange that Ron Perlman's character was basically the Collector from the Marvel films.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. Yeah, no, it was good.
Those two literally, like, I in my head now, from memory, I cannot distinguish either one from the other. They're literally the same character to me.
Who? The Collector and Ron Perlman?
Yeah, the collector and Ron Perlman's character in Pacific Rim, because he gets eaten by one of the kaiju, doesn't he?
Yes.
And then bursts out of its side later on like a weirdo.
Yes, like a Ron Perlman. Yeah.
Like Ron Perlman being birthed.
Ron Perlman being birthed.
He was born fully sized, just like that.
All right, so we got. So there was a Planet of the Apes game, Planet of the Apes: Last Frontier, in 2017, based on Planet of the Apes franchise, the latest one with James Franco. Wait, was he in all of them? I never saw any of the new ones.
They were good. He died off in between the first and second one.
Oh, spoiler. Oh, so in between, so he was only in the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Him and Tom Felton were only in the first one.
Okay.
Fucking Draco Malfoy turns up in Planet of the Apes.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's my theory that everything that Tom Felton turns up in, he is still playing Draco Malfoy, going to other places, like investigating Muggle society.
Yeah, when people are typecast like that, believe. It's like Frodo Baggins. He was in a horror film called a remake of Maniac, and it's just Frodo being a maniac. That's all. It's just Frodo, for fuck's sake.
The thing is, I like Elijah Wood, but I prefer to think of him as what's his name from Sin City.
Oh, he's fantastic in that. I can't remember his name is.
He just stares, and
he's got the claw nails.
Yeah, like he eats people as well. So the Planet of the Apes game. What?
I'm trying to find. I can't seem to find like gameplay images on Google of it. Like,
see, in my mind, the only way a Planet of the Apes game would work would be like an RTS, where it's like a top-down strategy game where you've got either the apes trying to take over the humans or the humans taking over the apes.
You could sort of StarCraft it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would work really well.
The timeline.
Taking place between Dawn and War 4. Dawn is 2014 and War 4 was 2017.
So,
wasn't there one in the middle of that?
No, I think it was Rise of the Planet of the Apes, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, then War of the Planet of the Apes.
Right. Christ, I can't find any gameplay images of it.
Really?
Yeah.
You looking on YouTube or
no Google?
Everywhere? Googling it.
PS4.
You're googling.
I'm popping the Goog right now.
Oh, I'll look on YouTube.
I can't. Yeah, I'm sure there will be. I mean, we've probably got one of the few very Catwoman videos on YouTube. Well, anyway, while he's looking, welcome one and all to another random, non-set in schedule episode of While It's Rendering. Because having a schedule is for losers.
Yeah,
isn't it? Isn't it? Having a professional schedule and saying you're going to do a podcast, you're going to attempt to do a podcast the same day every week. Pfft, when you're on quarantine, when nothing else to do, pfft, get out of it with that.
Get out of here.
Yeah, why you?
Why high order?
So I went into a bit of Three Stooges then. So welcome back to While It's Rendering. Last week we had the Attack on Titan spoiler cast. I think that's all done with now, Attack on Titan, until Japan gets better.
Yeah. Bless them. All the things that are being held off until it gets better. Oh, I've just put the trailer for Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Planet of the Apes Last Frontier in the chat.
Oh, I can't wait for this.
And I think I've woken up everyone else who's part of this server.
Wait, where did you put it?
It's in the message in the bottle.
Message in there. Oh, you put it in there. You weren't doing a private message with me. Okay.
Why have I gone in here?
Oh, I don't know why I went in there. Whoops, sorry.
Going into the different servers.
Oh, I'm old man Tom. I don't know how this Discord thing works.
Everyone with me now. 1, 2, 3. Boomer. Boomer. Boomer.
Yeah, I'll agree with you on that. Now, I had a little change in my format this week. We'll have a little discussion about what we've been up to, even though it's probably not going to be that different because we're in fucking quarantine.
Yeah.
But I've got a topic. That I want to discuss.
I've got bounties.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good zinger. That's a good zinger right there. You just gone done.
Any Americans, not that there probably are any watching us, they wouldn't get that.
They wouldn't get a bounty. I think
They don't have topics or bounties. Oh, they have bounties, I think.
I think they get bounty more than topic. I mean, I don't even like topic. I don't like nuts. But...
No. I don't like either of them.
You don't like bounty?
No, I don't fucking like nuts.
Top 5 chocolates, go.
Twix, Twirl,
Wait,
Mars.
is this in the order?
No.
Okay.
Twix, Twirl, Mars, Milky Way, and anything Galaxy.
I can agree with one of them.
I don't care.
Well, I don't care if you don't care, sir.
Your opinions are garbage.
I mean, you're wrong, but it's fine. Twirl is acceptable. Very acceptable.
They're all acceptable to me.
I think a Mars is too much.
A Mars is too much.
Yeah.
It's a Marsing, though.
Get out of my house. Get out my pub.
I'm leaving. Hold on.
All right, I'm gonna say Twirl.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Munchies.
Ooh.
Oh, coming in there with the curveball. I'm gonna say, I don't know if will this count? Milky Bar, not Milky Bar. Giant Buttons.
Yeah. No, buttons count.
I mean, it is just dairy milk, but it's the fact that they're round. You know. What are you doing there? Sounds like you're on a bong.
No, that's my water bottle. That's my really big. That's my big fucking water bottle that has the little hole in the top. Makes a little whistling noise.
Oh right.
Just does sound like a bong.
I would potentially also put in a Yorkie.
Oh, they're good.
They're very good. They're very good. They're not for girls.
Oh, the fucking that would not fly in this day.
Do you remember that advert?
I think it was super close. It was super close when they actually released that advert saying it's not for girls.
A woman going into a corner shop to try and buy one, and then the guy was like, "No, love," and then she kept coming in and like maybe dressed as a builder, and then maybe dressed as a policeman. Like, could I have a Yorkie bar, please?
Karen. Who is Karen? I am Guy Incognito.
Such a fucking Karen. Trump's a fucking Karen. Hey, we're not talking. We don't talk about this on this podcast.
He's brilliant.
It's amazing.
He's brilliant.
It's amazing. Yeah.
Oh, fucking clown. Anyway, go on. What was your topic?
All right. We'll get into the topic after the weeks. So you can go first. What have you been up to, sir?
I've been playing Animal Crossing New Horizons.
Yeah.
Not New Horizons. Yeah, it is New Horizons.
It is New Horizons.
Yeah, I was gonna say New Leaf. I was like, no. Yeah, I've been playing New Horizons.
How's your island?
It's good. I've had KK Slider come now, so now I can edit my island as I want.
Mm-hmm.
It's so strange. You look at other people's islands on like YouTube and that, and they seem so much bigger than yours.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are doing the time skip.
No, your island doesn't get bigger, but their islands just seem to go on forever. Whereas my
size
one
wise,
seems very small. Yeah,
right.
People were doing the time skip, but there's also like the Discord where you can get people to sell you things for bells.
Yep.
Which it's nice. It's a community thing. But then you got some people who are like taking it to the extreme of being complete dicks.
Right.
Like if someone is the only one selling one thing, they'll completely monopolize it and try and make as much money as possible.
So they'll be like, they're the turnip seller or they're the wood seller or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if they've got the best turnip price of the day, they will like completely fuck people over. And someone has actually worked out an algorithm to work out when the turnip prices will be the best. All you got to do is put in how much you bought the turnips for, the first 2 days of prices, and then the rest of the week it will show you it will give you a graph of the outcome of when it will be its highest and when it will be its lowest. And it's correct within, I think, 300 bells. It'll be accurate.
Right. Okay. Right.
So yeah, so some people have correctly figured out how it's planned. It's fucking ridiculous. The nonsense smart people will put the effort into.
I do kind of hate that about some gaming communities nowadays, where I know it's things like when the game is close to coming out, if someone gets it, it's like instantly data mined, release all these secrets leaked out, blah blah blah, all that. It's like, can we not just have it and experience it and find out things for ourselves? Like, and why does it have to be this community, like you're saying, that some people have worked out the algorithm, blah blah blah, and all that? Can you not just play the game and work it out and be a surprise?
Yeah, it's like it's min maxing, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like the people who play Pokemon just to make the Pokemon with the perfect like IV scores.
Oh god.
So like this Pokemon is bred to be the fastest Pokemon, so it can get its attacks in quicker and all that. It's like, why? I don't play Pokemon to like battle people. I play to collect all the Pokemon.
Yeah.
I don't care if they're shiny or anything like that. I just want to collect them all because that's the fun for me.
And use them as the slaves.
Yeah, yeah. I got my HM slave, my TM slave.
Yeah.
My bitch one that I just let go out to be killed. You know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, your sacrificial Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time a battle starts, I throw out my Piplup, level 5, get him killed, bring him back. Don't let him level up. Just, keep him low. He knows his place.
So what's your star rating?
I am 4-star at the moment.
Okay, you're nearly there. So
Team 4-star.
You terraforming and stuff, and
yep. So my house is on. So originally my house was on the beach and it looked really nice. Like just at the front of the island, it was on the beach. There was like a little barbecue pit next to it and all that. I've now since moved my island right up the back of the island on top of a mountain.
Okay,
and
nice.
I've extended the cliff or the peak of my mountain around sort of the top of the island, so it's like a long bar with all my special trees going up there.
Nice.
So I've got like cherry trees, orange trees. My pear trees are the normal ones, so they grow lower because they're not worth the money.
Yep.
It's their money.
And, how high can you make like the land? Like, can you make it really high?
It only goes up 3 levels.
Okay, all right.
So as tall as your island is now is the maximum height because there's nothing else to build off of.
Yep.
Yeah. So I've got all my trees are up the top. The middle layer has got like the flowers and the cedar trees, and the lower bit is where the town is. So there's a couple pathways, bridges. I don't think I'll go for like the more expensive bridges. I like the log wood bridges.
Yeah, they're quite nice. Yeah.
No, I might rearrange the shops and the town and stuff once I stop fucking about with plants and terraforming the upstairs.
It is crazy how detailed that game is. I saw a really amazing clip of someone had a wall fan in their house, right? And so it's one of the ones that it was above their door, but it was rotating from the left and rotate to the right and then back left. And to the right side, someone had their washing on like a washing line thing stood up. And when the fan blew to the right, it had fucking wind mechanics. The washing moved around. Yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah. You mean like a little clothes horse thing? Like
clothes horse. And when the fan was directly positioned, like it would move from left to the right, and it was aimed at the washing was like blew a bit in the wind.
I haven't noticed that. That's pretty cool.
It was mental. Yeah.
It's nice the small things that Nintendo put into the games. So like they didn't have to it didn't have to be this good, but it is.
Well, it was delayed, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, that's also another good thing about Nintendo. Something I will say that I would like to see them implement, probably in like an update, is when you're doing or when you're like upgrading your island of terraforming.
Yeah,
you can make a new path, but you can only do it 1 square at a time. I would like to see them like do an optional thing where you could select loads of different tiles, like from a top-down perspective.
Yeah,
like when you're doing your house and you enter like room mode.
Oh yeah, it's bird's eye view.
Yeah, so I would like to see something like that where you just top down over a section of the island and you can do stuff in that little bit.
Yeah, that's a good. That would be a good implementation.
It's really fucking tedious to like line yourself up, put down your paint, line yourself up, put down the paint. It's like, oh, for fuck's sake, it's getting really boring.
And you called your island Sakura, you said?
Yes.
Or Sakura, however you want to say it.
I call it Trash by Naruto.
Yeah, fair enough.
I did it, and then like 2 days later, the trees started blossoming, and I was like, awesome.
Well, that's
Sakura has now got its cherry blossom island. Hooray!
But
I've also got a little bamboo forest going on as well.
Oh, very nice. Well, it's in Kyoto. Went to that myself. Very nice. Yeah. Yep. Oh, very nice. Well, I called mine Twin Peaks.
Nice.
Because we're watching Twin Peaks at the moment, and Twin Peaks is fucking incredible.
It's so good. I've got the box set here somewhere. What were you up to?
So I thought we're going to jump back and forth, but whatever. I thought I had seen it before, but I was mistaken. I had watched Blue Velvet at uni, which also has Kyle MacLachlan in. So I was like, oh wait, no, I haven't. It's not Twin Peaks I had seen. It was Blue Velvet. Twin Peaks.
Is Blue Velvet David Lynch as well?
Yeah.
They
Dennis
work
Hopper
a lot.
Yeah. Twin Peaks is phenomenal. I'm on episode 5, which that's like episode 5 of season 2.
Okay. Season 2.
Yeah. Season 2 is so much better than season 1.
How weird is it? Is at the end of season 1 he gets shot?
Yeah.
And he's laying on the floor, and then start of season 2 he's laying there, and the guy comes in.
The waiter.
Yeah. He's like, I've put your thing here for you. He's like, okay, just leave me.
Have a nice day.
Yeah, just leave me here to die. Please, go away.
And then he comes back in.
He comes back in, and he leaves again.
Just like gives a thumbs up, and then he leaves, and then comes back in. Yeah.
Although, the police station, what's with all the donuts?
Oh, I know, right? I love it.
Like, they have their little meeting, and there's just donuts. Donuts for days. Like, stacks of donuts. They're not even stacked up in like what they are. It's amazing how many donuts were wasted. I
love the relationship between Lucy and Andy.
Yes, they're cute.
So cute. And Andy's just... Yeah, Andy.
Andy's just Andy.
Yep. What else we got?
Have you seen the parrot yet?
Yeah, the parrot's been shot.
Yeah, the parrot freaks me out the way it says Laura.
Yeah.
Laura. Laura. Oh, something about that just like didn't sit right with me, the way it says it.
It took us a minute to realise, wait a minute, Madeline is fucking Laura Palmer.
Yeah.
Like, they're playing by the same actress.
Yeah. So, like, her cousin, isn't it?
Yeah. Still trying to work out, like, what the deal is with the third guy who is, like, say, the murderer.
Oh, yeah.
Long-haired dude who the mum's seen visions of. Everyone's seen visions of.
Yeah. He's creepy, isn't he?
Oh, my God. When he starts, like, coming at you, crawling over the couch and stuff. And Yeah.
Oh, he's terrifying.
Yeah. But it's fantastic, man. It's
is
so good.
Is his name Bill or Bob? Bob. He is actually a stagehand.
Is he?
Yeah. He was a stagehand who David Lynch liked the look of and got on with, so he put him in there as Bob. He was like, yeah, you look like a creepy fucking homeless drifter. Get in my film.
That sounds about right for David Lynch, yeah.
Yeah. Just hires people based on what they look like.
I'm stoked to finish it and get onto the new season that came out a few years ago.
Oh, no. You got to wait 25 years.
I am not personally waiting 25 years.
No, fuck you.
Just because everyone else
25
did.
Years.
Yeah.
It's not fair. You have to wait 25 years. I will say this.
Mm-hmm.
Season 3 is fucking insane. It's like watching a film with no sound because nothing gets answered. There are no answers to anything.
Great. Okay. That sounds David Lynchy.
Yeah. I think by the end of season 2, you will be confused and annoyed at some things.
Yeah. I expect it.
In season 3, you'll be like, you'll have a laugh at season 3.
Yeah.
The only problem is that because of the notoriety of Twin Peaks, there are a lot of celebrity cameos.
And
it sort of takes away from it a little bit.
Yeah, okay.
But at the same time, it is still good. It does also leave Twin Peaks.
Oh.
You go back there from time, but it's mainly set in Vegas.
Oh.
Vegas and somewhere else.
Ooh.
What do you think of the Red Room?
Love it. I had seen... I mean, I'd known of the Red Room before.
Yeah, it's a pop culture place, isn't it, now?
Yeah. Do we see it again?
Oh, you see it a lot.
Okay, good. Because we haven't seen it since, like, the 3rd episode of the 1st season. I'm like, when are we going to see it again?
You'll see it more in season 2 and 3.
There's a great Simpsons clip that it's Homer's...
the clues.
Oh, yeah, there's that one of Who Shot Mr. Burns? Lisa and Chief Wiggum, yeah. Look, Burns' suit better.
Yeah. Burns' suit. Check out Burns' suit.
There's the other clip. Homer's watching TV with the lights off, and it's Lurch, the giant that Cooper sees.
Yeah.
And in the Simpsons clip, this Lurch is dancing with a white horse underneath a tree with a street lamp on, and it's like, "There's nice coffee you have here in Twin Peaks." And he's just dancing. Homer's like, "Brilliant! I have absolutely no idea what's going on." But when he showed up in his dream for the first time, I was like, "I know that fucking guy. I know him. He's in that Simpsons clip." Now,
yeah.
Does a white horse show up at any point?
Yeah.
Yes, there we go. Okay, brilliant.
It's such a good show, and it's so confusing, but like I love that though. Genuine underplot going on.
Yeah. I love being confused all the time. Every episode you're like, wait, hang on, what's going on there? Because it makes you I want to watch more and more.
It's like living your life like Nick probably does.
Yeah.
When you mentioned that scene of The Simpsons, this is brilliant. I have no idea. That's how I think Nick is most of the time.
Yes,
excellent. I have no idea what's going on.
Pretty right, yeah.
Even David Lynch probably did that. He probably filmed it all, watched it back, and went, "Brilliant. I have no idea what I did."
But it got the views. That's the main thing.
It did. It was a cultural phenomenon, and I think it still is. Like a lot of people tuned in to season 3, and I think they are doing a season 4.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Like there has been, I don't think I've seen any sort of word on it since. I'll look it up now, see if there is like talk of season 4. But it definitely is getting one.
But yeah, I was going back to nothing really much for me to say Animal Crossing wise. I called it Twin Peaks because I'm watching Twin Peaks, and I figured it was a great idea for an island.
Oh my god! Turn your house into the diner.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Yeah, just cherry pie and coffee all over the place. Because I have a neon diner sign I can send you as well.
Yeah, that's... Oh my god, I need to actually make it like Twin Peaks. And Ed's petrol station. Ed's mechanics.
Oh, his missus is nuts.
Oh, she's insane. What about the drapes? The drapes.
The rollers for the drapes. Watch. She's got a fucking eye patch as well, hasn't she?
Yeah, and then when she OD'd in the hospital, when she comes awake, they attach her to the bed, and she's like hulks up and rips chains off her bed.
Why? How can she do that? It doesn't explain it.
I know.
It's just she can deal with it.
Yeah, okay, I will do that. But I've got Blathers turning up tomorrow. I'm pretty much still starting, so there's not really much. I'll talk about that next time for Animal Crossing for me.
Yeah.
Anything more for you?
Yeah. Game wise, I'm still playing Assassin's Creed.
Oh yeah, Black Flag.
I don't know if I said the other day, but I finished Sonic Forces. That's a terrible Sonic game.
Well, put it with the others.
Yeah, that was a letdown for anyone who was ever interested in making their own Sonic character. Kill la Kill If I finished. That was okay. It was an anime game.
Yeah, that's all you need to say. It's an anime game.
Like every time you play an anime game, you think it's going to be better than it actually turns out being. So a little bit disappointed, but passable. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it as much as I thought I would.
Well, if you're a fan of it, it's a niche game. It's not a game for everyone. If you're a fan of Kill la Kill, you're going to buy it and you're probably going to enjoy it, but it's not going to be so in depth and amazing.
Yeah, that's true. Other than that, there's nothing much really.
No.
Watching Hunter x Hunter anime.
Ah, yes. No, that's shonen, isn't it?
Yeah. So I saw the original one, like the one from the 90s, and then I'm now watching the 2011 one.
Yeah.
It's good. I prefer the art style from the older one, but the 2011 one is nice as well. It's got some good vibes going on. The story is also a bit better in the newer one.
Did we talk about Hunter x Hunter last time? I think it was just Kill la Kill, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So
I didn't mention Hunter x Hunter.
Super Eye Patch Wolf and one Wooly versus from the famed Super Best Friends. They did a series where Eye Patch Wolf was introducing Wooly to Hunter x Hunter.
Oh, okay.
And so he would review every episode, and they called that series Gone in 60 Seconds. Each video was 60 seconds long, him just reviewing an episode. Fucking great name for a series.
They're really good. I like those.
Yeah.
I like those.
Sorry, just to interrupt. I've just had a notification of from one Nerdist page on Facebook. FX orders Danny DeVito and Aubrey Plaza pilot Little Demon. That's a good combo.
Yeah, that sounds really. We said Little Demon. I was like, is he gonna sit on her shoulder?
That's a really good. I'm curious, but I'm gonna look into that later. That's a good idea. Speaking of Aubrey Plaza, did you see about the Parks and Rec special happening this week?
Nope.
They've recorded a brand new special. Wait, did you not watch it?
Nope.
Oh, my bad. I thought you had watched it. You should really watch Parks and Rec.
Yeah, no, it's on my list of real life things to watch.
Real life.
Yeah. Like I had Community on there. I had Always Sunny. It's on the list.
Mm-hmm.
You know, most people have a list of anime they need to get through. I just have a list of normal people things.
Hey, was that a dig at me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, did you see that? Dude, that Hard Times article on JoJo that I linked you.
Oh yeah, that you put up the other day.
Oh, it's so perfect, man.
Part 5 of that show you keep getting told to watch.
It's so perfect.
It's ridiculously accurate.
It's so on point, like, because there's so much anime out there, but there's only a certain amount that will be pushed onto you by your anime friend. You know,
yeah.
I'm not gonna go and push onto people like, oh, you need to watch Gurren Lagann or Assassination Classroom, like, whatever, you know. But there are certain ones that need to be pushed onto people.
Oh yeah.
And I would put Attack on Titan in that class.
Yeah, no, definitely. But it's one of those things. It's annoying to have things pushed on you, and I can understand how people don't like JoJo's and stuff because they get overhyped and they're basically just being forced into doing it.
Yeah.
If people don't want to do it, then you shouldn't try and push them into doing it because they just won't.
No, of course not.
They won't enjoy themselves at the end of the day.
Oh, buddy of mine, he tried watching it. He tried watching 3 episodes, and he was like, he couldn't stand it. It was so OTT, and I was like, yeah, man, that's exactly what the point of the show is. It's meant to be just stupid, over the top, campy, but that's absolutely fine if you don't like it, because do not expect this to be an anime for everyone, you know?
Yeah.
But it is hype.
Yeah, I would say there is an anime for everyone. Like, there is an anime out there for everyone. There is, like, you will find something you like.
Oh, for every sort of genre.
Yeah.
Yes, most definitely. Definitely.
A mate of mine likes boxing, like really into Rocky and all that.
Hajime no Ippo.
Yeah, so I put him onto that, and he's like, "Fuck yeah, is there a season 2?" I was like, "Yeah, there is, but it's not dubbed because I mean, I'm not gonna have a normie go into anime and just stick him on sub straight away." So I found him season 1 dubbed, and he's like, "Oh, that's fine. Send it my way."
Yeah,
and he's now watched all of Hajime no Ippo. And I'm like, "Oh, fucking well done."
But then, yeah, that's their interest. They're not going to then go into, say, they like mech stuff. And you can put them onto Ava, like,
no,
or Darling in the Franxx, like.
No. Like you, if you like sports, there are sports animes out there, and you know some people will really latch onto them and like them.
Oh, there was a basketball one that was really popular years ago. Basket. Is it Basket?
Haikyuu?
Oh, I can't remember. I have to look that up now. Google basketball anime. Go. Kuroko no Basket.
Oh yeah.
Kuroko no Basket. Yeah, that was meant to be really big.
I think it was.
Yeah, but there you go. There's another sport one. Yeah. So you want Hunter x Hunter. Anything else, sir?
Finished Fairy Tail.
You've done that before, though, haven't you?
No, I haven't finished Fairy Tail before.
Oh.
It's like 300 episodes. So it was a small anime.
Just a small shonen, that one.
It was like the smallest of the long running animes. So it was all right though. The ending was good. I think it ended before the actual manga finished, like in terms of story. Because I know the manga is finished as well, but I think this ended before the manga's story ended. So I don't know if they'll do like a movie or something to catch up like the last couple storylines.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it. I do still think that they needed to commit to the death of characters more.
Right.
Because there are so many bloody fake outs. It's unreal. Like, they have... You know when, like, the joke characters have their moment and they do something amazing and end up getting killed.
Yes, I'm thinking instantly. One Piece. I can't remember his name. He was number 2 for Crocodile. Swan guy. Bon Clay. Yeah. Yep, that's exactly what I'm thinking.
When he doesn't die, but he sacrifices himself to stay in the prison and impel down.
But he's a bit of a joker at times.
Yeah. You're like, fuck yeah, you're the coolest. You did the awesome, cool thing. And in this, they're the same sort of thing where this group of wizards have a flying ship called the Christina, and they're they need to crash it into the side of this arcane dragon and push it into a time rift.
Yeah.
And all this sounds like fucking words right now.
It does a bit, yeah.
All of them get thrown overboard because the dragon flips the ship over as it's flying, and they all fall into the ocean. You then see that one person is still on board, and it's a character we introduced a couple seconds ago, or 2 episodes ago. We introduced this character, and I turn to my sister and I go, "I don't care if this character dies.
Yeah,
I have no emotional connection to this character because they just turned up 2 episodes ago. Sure, they've got backstory and stuff, but I don't care." Then all of a sudden, you just hear this character go, "Step aside. I've got this," and you're like, I was like, "Oh my god, no!" Because the guild master for this wizard group is amazing. He was a joke character who is a bit of a pervert, but he's so cool. And I was like, I don't care if this person dies. She was a nothing character. Then all of a sudden he takes the wheel and starts really doing the expert cool shit of steering this flying ship. And it's like, oh no, Ichiya, don't do it. Don't kill yourself. I care more about you.
And folks, if you understood all that, fair play to you.
Yeah. But he crashes the ship into the dragon and into the time rift. But then 2 episodes later, the time rift cracks open, the dragon flies back out, and then he falls through with the ship and the woman. And I'm like, well, that was a cop-out. I cared about him sacrificing himself for nothing.
I get you, yeah.
But it happens all the time. In the last season, as more than anything else, characters will sacrifice themselves to stop someone, and then they won't be sacrificed.
You kind of had that emotion taken away from you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You feel robbed, oh, who cares? But by the last episode, I literally said to my sister, I don't give a fuck anymore. No one's dying. They're all going to live. At one point, the main character disappears. Him and his friends are all walking back to, their main hangout, and they turn around and he's just gone.
Yeah. And
we're sitting there oh, shit. Could this be the curse thing that is meant to kill him at a certain point? Is he just gone now? No, he's just been teleported somewhere else. And fuck off with that. That's not fun. That's not cool. The emotional payoff could have been, bittersweet ending. If Gurren Lagann, she disappeared and Simone went to go sit on his own, and all of a sudden she just walked up to him again.
Yeah.
She doesn't have her memories or anything, but she just walked up and said, "Hi, my name's blah blah."
Doesn't have the same impact.
Yeah, it's fuck off. I just got really sad that I've forgotten the name of Simone's girlfriend.
Yeah, we had this. We forgot this last week.
Fuck it. Yeah, we've just had the emotional payoff that she died.
Yeah.
But now she's back. So fuck off. That's not how story should go. If Eren's mum came back.
Yeah, no, that wouldn't work.
Well, the amount of times I've watched Attack on Titan now with people who haven't seen it, I have convinced myself a much better storyline would have been Eren being dead, Armin having to man up and take over, Mikasa dealing with the grief of Eren and getting over him, Jean stepping up, not being a dickhead and becoming a decent human.
Yeah.
I thought that would have been. I've now convinced myself that would have been a much better story than Attack on Titan turned out.
You got to keep the whiny young teen boy as the main. In every anime, you've got to keep him there.
I mean, Armin could if it had gone the way I'm now my dream way of it going. Armin could have been taking Eren's place as the one who turns into a Titan from the beginning,
which he kind of is.
I'll do this for Eren.
Yeah,
that would have been great. Everyone looked up to Eren in a way, and if he died saving someone at the very beginning, he would have become a martyr for everyone else to rally behind. Like, oh shit, we can't do this. What do? We act like the crazy suicidal bastard, and then everyone just runs into battle thinking of Eren. Every time, like, there's an unstoppable force coming their way, fuck it, act like Eren would have.
Yeah.
What would Eren do in this situation? You fucking go balls out and kill it. In my mind, I'm like, that would have been a much better way for Attack on Titan to go.
If you don't go into battle knowing the possibility of you're going to die, then you need to always go into that sort of battle with Titan knowing that you may possibly die.
I mean, but you need to get rid of Captain Levi and Mikasa to do that.
That's true. That's
99% of the attack force right there.
What you're saying about, like, say the deaths being copped out. Can you imagine if Ace in One Piece? Imagine that. That's like the most emotional bit in One Piece. Probably just above maybe the Sunny being destroyed and Robin in Eni's lobby. But that's probably the most emotional bit, obviously, in One Piece.
Do you know what? If it comes up later on that Ace and Whitebeard are recuperating on the Going Merry, just down the road, they're just there,
they're just chilling out,
being treated by Bon Clay.
Like, I'm done with this pirate shit. Let's just chill.
Yeah.
Like.
I'll just set fire to everything. Fuck it. It's not even fun anymore. You took away all the emotional payoff.
Especially as I've got the list up now. I think I'm at least 3 months behind on One Piece, which I'm actually happy about. Like, I've got a brand new arc to come back to, which I think is the Wano arc and Kaido. And I think I've got like 3 to 4 months of One Piece episodes to watch, which, granted, a lot of it's going to be filler, but it's nice to have that. So we're up to 929. They're going to get to 1,000 next year. 1,000 episodes of an anime.
Shit.
It's mental. It's crazy.
Have there been that many episodes of any other anime?
No, I don't think so. Not of an anime. I don't even think DBZ would, wouldn't they?
No. DBZ, I think, is about 800. But then again, that's spread out through different shows, like Dragon Ball, Z, GT, and Super. Nia, that's her name.
Nia?
Yep.
Oh, Simon's wife?
Yep.
Okay.
Just Googled that fucker. Stupid 3-letter name.
Where were we? So Hunter x Hunter, yeah. So you had the cop. Oh no, Fairy Tail. Sorry, you're on Fairy Tail. Yeah, the cop out death. That was it.
Fairy Tail, the cop out death.
Yeah.
But I mean, it makes up for itself with. It has cute characters and stuff. So me and my sister were always sitting like, "Oh, look at Happy. He's adorable. Like his flying cat who talks.
Yeah.
He's cool." But yeah, other than that, it was good. If anyone out there who listens to us wants a show about magic and friendship and all the anime shonen nonsense, Fairy Tail's alright. It gets a lot of bad shit. Like a lot of people put it down, but it's good at the end of the day. It's not like Sword Art Online. It's better than Sword Art Online. At least.
I was hyped for the premise of Sword Art, and then when I started watching it, I was like, this pacing is so off.
Yeah. I mean, I've said it before, but the abridged version that a group have done on YouTube is much better.
Yeah, I can believe that.
They fixed a ton of the pacing issues and storyline beats.
Did Team 4-Star do that?
No, it wasn't Team 4-Star. I will find them out. I'll find out who they are now.
Okay.
But yeah, the abridged version on YouTube is so much better than the real version.
So much else you've been up to, or has been a bit of a quiet week like that then?
I've been reading a book series called The Painted Man.
You can't read.
Yeah. Something Witty Entertainment did Sword Art Online abridged.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, there's like 14 videos of it, but it's really good. They just did season 1. So I think it's called like the Demon Cycle Saga.
Yeah.
But the first book is called The Painted Man, and there's like 5 books so far, and they're all quite big, chunky books, and it's good. It's demons rise from the earth at night, and they've all got like different attributes. Like you've got your fire demons, you've got mountain demons,
and
they're all sort of different. And I could go on forever about what this book series is about, but I've already waffled on too much about my stuff.
That's all right. That's all right. Don't worry.
All right. So
just not too long,
Okay. So
we haven't got enough internet to go around. You see, so.
The ghost. There was a spooky ghost in here.
just got a little bit of internet.
Everyone just internment camp. So the Painted Man is, as I said, demons rise from the earth, and the only way to protect your home is to surround it with these wards.
Mm-hmm.
So like the fence posts around your house have like these letters etched into them that repel certain types of demons.
Okay.
But so your main character is a little boy called Arlen who lives on a farm. He's like 10 years old, I think, and he's helping his parents like get the animals in from the fields, and all of a sudden the demons start to rise. Like it's getting that time of day. It's taking a bit longer than they thought. So they all run back to the house trying to get as many animals back as possible, but the mum gets caught out.
Yeah.
In the field, like she puts the horses in the stable, and as she's trying to run around, like demons just get her. And Arlen turns to his dad like, "Dad, you've got to help mum. You've got to help mum." But the dad is just like crying in the corner, like completely terrified. And Arlen just like loses all faith in his dad. It's like, "Oh, well, you're a coward. I thought you were like a big, strong, you were my hero. And no, you've just let mum die because you're a pussy."
Right.
So the next day, he goes into town with his dad to check out the damage of the town and help rebuild. And a messenger comes along, or comes to the town, like a postman. And he like learns from this messenger like what it's like to be living on the road when demons attack. So like he has a portable circle of these letters that he puts around his wagon and his horse. And like that is what protects him. And he's like, Arlen sees it as like you're basically fighting back. You're not scared to stand, or you're not frightened, and you don't stay in your home. You literally go out into the middle of the night, into the middle of nowhere, and sit there and watch them.
Yeah. Okay.
He's like, that's amazing. So he runs away from home and goes to become a messenger. And yeah, from then on, he becomes a messenger, and he becomes this guy called the Painted Man. He like finds an ancient ruin site or an ancient temple where he finds wards on swords and stuff. And it turns out that these swords can cut through demons, which is something no one's ever attempted. They've just been hiding behind like they're in their houses. So he becomes the only person to kill a demon in like years.
Right,
and he then like decides that he's going to tattoo his skin with the wards. So even if he's unarmed, he can still hurt them. So like his fist has one that is on a hammer that says like bludgeoning or something. So if he punches a demon, it's basically like punching with a hammer.
With power, or more power on his...
Yeah, that gives him more power to hurt demons. He does nothing against people, but he makes up for that as he grows up by just becoming an absolute beast of a person.
Okay.
And it's really good.
Is this just like normal fiction? It's not manga then?
No, it's not manga. It's written by an Australian author called Peter V. Brett.
Okay, all right.
But yeah, no, it's really good. It's a good story. I think Birch also reads it.
Oh yes, our learned friend.
Yes.
Nice, man. So yeah, well, it's something different than screens then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's nice to go back to how your grandparents used to entertain themselves other than sex.
Ah, the old timey people.
Yes.
Yes, them.
Them folk.
The boomers.
Actually, they're called the Silent Era.
Why was that? Because of the Depression?
Yep.
Right.
So the ones before them were the Greatest Generation. Because, ego.
Yeah. Is that Industrial Revolution?
I think they came like 2 before the Greatest Generation.
Right.
So it went, Greatest, Silent, Boomers. I think there was one before Boomers, though. Can't remember. And then Gen X. Then 90s kids.
Yeah.
Then us, millennials.
Yeah. Then the worst ones.
Then the Gen Ys and your Zoomers.
Ugh.
Fucking. Who the fuck named the generations?
Yeah, I don't.
Why did it catch on?
I don't understand who decides that really.
Look, I like the Greatest Generation and the Silent Era, or the Silent Generation.
Yeah.
Because it has like a bit of meaning to it. Like, yeah, the Greatest Generation, it sounds a bit cocky and egotistical, but World War 1 and 2.
Yeah, fair enough.
You can, yeah, you can call yourself the greatest generation. You deserve it. The silent era, that sounds very tragic, but at the same time, it still sounds cool. Like, we're the silent generation. It's like, oh fuck, that sounds like really bad, but at the same time, it sounds like you had troubles, and it's cool that you got through them.
The troubles, you might say.
Yeah, the troubles. Boomers, you're like, fuck off, bunch of arseholes.
Know-it-alls.
Yeah, you fucking Toms.
Yeah. Hey, that's me.
Yeah, hey, that's me.
Right. I'm gonna take the baton then.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the baton.
Bye, everyone.
Yeah, but you're off. Yeah, okay, he's off. Cool. Bye. He probably won't talk now for a bit because of the joke. He wants the joke to last long. Anyway, I'm just going to talk about 2 games, really. No, please come back.
Fine, I'll talk.
But there it is. I have been playing a shitloads more Persona 5. I'm up to 70 hours now.
Nice.
Yeah. I was going to talk about it a bit last week, but I wanted to play a bit more. So, you beat the game, right?
Yeah, I beat it.
Eventually.
Eventually.
So, some of the new additions in this one, you've got 3 new characters specifically.
Can you kill Morgana?
No.
I don't care.
I know the beef you got with Morgana.
Can you ignore him at least?
No, still,
Why
you look
not?
tired. You should go to bed.
I don't look tired! Let me fucking do exercise and check!
It is really bad. Yeah, it gets really bad. Yeah, I'd forgotten how annoying she can. I still think it's a girl.
Yeah, Morgan, you'd say a boy. Morgana, you'd say a girl.
And it sounds like a girl.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So you got one character, first character, Jose. Jose is a little kid that you meet in Mementos. And
okay.
you know, when you're driving around Mementos, you can pick up like items just while you're driving around. This now you pick up flowers, and if you hand them into him, he gives you buffs for Mementos. So say I hand in 10 flowers to him, I can buff up the amount of items that might drop from enemies, or I can buff up say how weak they'll be or how dizzy they'll be. Then you can also buy items like SP recovery and HP recovery items for them. So just a little helping hand in Mementos.
That's not bad. I mean, the game definitely needed more SP recovery items.
Yeah, man, it's really helped. That's completely been nailed down. Like the baton pass, like in battles, the baton pass.
Yeah.
Whenever you do a baton pass, your SP gets a bit recovered.
Yeah.
It helps so much.
I think it only did help before, didn't it?
Yeah, really helps. There's also new areas in palaces where in each palace there are 3 skulls you have to find. They're called seeds, but they're in the shape of skulls, and you have to find them. And by finding them, you get to use the new tool, which is the grapple hook and stuff. So just a few new rooms they've added in. But if you find all 3, they merge into one, and then you hand that into Jose, and he trades you back this. It could be like an accessory or a buff item or something, like a necklace or a ring or something. So it's just a little bit extra.
Can you repeat palaces?
Palaces.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant the word.
You twat.
No, you cannot repeat palaces once they are complete. Thing is, that is a thing with Persona 4. You can go back into all of the old. I guess they're not really palaces there, but you can go back into them.
Like, in my mind, it'd just be nice to be able to go back into a palace and grind.
Well, that's what they did Mementos for.
Yeah.
With Persona 4, there was no Mementos, and you could go back into the older palaces.
It'd be nice,
older dungeons, shall we say.
Those 3 skulls. You give them in to Jose or whatever his name is, and he says like, oh, you found these skulls. I can now, make a shadow palace. It won't be the real palace, but it'll be, you can go back there and investigate stuff through the remnants.
Shadow Palace basically is Mementos.
No, it's a fucking train station.
It's basically Mementos, man.
No, it's a train station.
But because this is my second playthrough of Persona 5. Persona 5, sum it up for everyone. It's a JRPG, kind of like a simulator, life simulator. You play a high schooler and you live day by day lives as a high schooler. You make friends. You can go hang out and Tokyo, go to the batting cages, go to the movies,
fall in love,
and whatever decisions you make throughout the game affect how the rest of the game plays out, basically. And as far as the story mode, there is a big story mode, but there is dungeons throughout the game. It's the best way of putting them. They are just dungeons. Any JRPG sort of dungeons, your Final Fantasy sort of big dungeon areas.
Yeah.
But these ones you have to beat within a certain time limit. So say you get 20 days before you have to beat this dungeon. So you don't have to do it on the first day. You can do a few hanging out with friends on the first few days, then go to this dungeon and beat it then. But it works out better to do it first, get it out the way, and then do all your hanging outs after.
I mean, it says you have 20 days to do it, but you don't. Hello, dog.
Oh, is your dog just come into your room?
Yeah, she's coming in here and now she's licking the mic. Hello. Oh, thank you. So it says you have like 20 days to do the dungeon. You don't. You have like 16 days because you get to the end of the dungeon. Then it's like, hey, we've got to give them a letter to let them know we're going to...
The calling card, yeah.
Yeah, it's absolutely bullshit.
Yeah, that got everyone on the first dungeon.
Yeah, I mean, I think I failed the first dungeon like 4 times because I didn't realise I had to send a calling card.
Yeah, you have to give it 2 days. You have to send the calling card. So the dungeons are basically manifestations of the, shall we say, bad guy in question at that time in the story, their heart, manifestation of their heart, and you're basically going in to change their heart. But the game requires you to send what's called a calling card. So think of maybe paper letter cutouts, magazine cutouts of letters, like a sort of ransom note.
Yeah.
Sent to this bad person, and then it's the next day where you go in, fight imaginary boss of this person, and beat the palace. Yeah. So yeah, you got those new rooms. Yose's a nice little new character. Helps with the playthrough of the dungeons and grinding in Mementos. Then you've got the new confidants. Confidants are basically your friends that you can choose to hang out with, and you've got a new one called Kasumi Yoshizawa. She is a new schoolgirl.
She was the one advertised, wasn't she?
Yeah, she's the main one, the big main advertisements of this game. I'm hanging out with her a lot because she's new girl, so she could be best girl. I haven't decided yet. But she's cool. But the thing with her is, right at the beginning, when you are in the alternate dimension, she is there. She is in the metaverse, so there will be something, I think, along the lines of her joining the squad.
Yeah.
Which would be cool. The third person is a counsellor for the school, which makes so much sense after the first story. The first story in the game is about a PE teacher harassing the students, basically treating the volleyball team as slaves, harassing the girls, blackmailing the hot girl on to like sleep with him.
She's not a hot girl.
She's hot girl.
She's not.
Arn's hot. And so you have to change his heart and stuff. But he gets so bad to the point of one of the girls he's mistreating tries to commit suicide by jumping off the school. Like, it gets really serious in the first story.
Just do it already.
What are you waiting for?
Fuck you.
Fuck. So good. What am I waiting for? What am I waiting for? Fuck you.
Oh, scary movie.
And she does jump off the school, and it's quite a serious moment. She doesn't die, thankfully, but they bring in this new character, the counsellor, which makes perfect sense to counsel the students where, one of their friends, best friends, colleague, whatever, has just tried to kill themselves. And at that age,
retrospectively, that makes a ton of sense.
Yeah, they're going to be fucked, and counsellor's perfect character to have. The thing with the counsellor, you can build up your rank with him, and he is really good to be confident on.
What's his tarot?
I don't actually remember what his tarot is, but
what's his vibe?
He's cool. He's chill. He's chill. He's chill. Yeah, he's chill. You get a perk from him where any status ailment in battle, Joker can just like instantly recover from.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so if you're dizzy or raged or confused, whatever, it will just say Joker recovered from it instantly.
That's kind of bullshit towards the end.
I know, it's fucking great.
I made you dizzy. You recovered. Oh, fuck off.
Yeah, and that's only rank 2 on his confidant.
Really?
Yeah.
That seems broken.
No, it's fine.
I mean, in my mind, to my memory, they weren't really a big deal, status effects.
No, they weren't really.
I had a lot of items. Thank you for hitting the mic, sweetheart. She just like batted the mic away. There were a lot of items and stuff and other powers that your party could get that helped.
Yeah, there's a lot of ailment recovery items, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's good that you don't have to spend a turn to recover now.
Yeah.
But it does seem... It's not all the time, is it? There's like a percentage on...
No, I'd say it's been happening about 60% of the time. It works every time.
That's good then.
Yeah, about that. It's not every time, but it is helpful when you're really down.
Has Morgana turned into a human yet?
Not yet. That I know that happens in this game, and I'm not spoiling it for myself.
When it happens,
yeah,
make sure you fucking punch him once for me.
Okay, I'll get a couple in for you. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, don't let him sleep in your bed anymore once that happens.
Yeah, that's a no.
He's not a cat anymore. It's now gay.
Which is fine.
Which is fine.
Just fine. This is Jake's opinions. This is Jake's opinions. No one else is.
It's Morgana.
It's Morgana.
That's what it is. It's Morgana. It's not Yusuke.
Yeah, it's definitely not Yusuke.
It's not Yusuke. It's not okay.
It's not European.
Yeah, he's not European. Gay or European?
Is he gay or European?
That's so good. Fuck me.
So yeah, we got the new characters and we got a couple new areas. Only one that I've seen so far, but I think there's a few more. There's one called Kichijoji. It's kind of like Shibuya mixed with
Shibuya vocal.
Mixed with Shinjuku. So it's got a jazz cafe. It's got darts and billiards club where you can go and play darts. A lot of games are having that now. Like Yakuza's Kiwami has darts. I think all the Yakuza games does. This has darts, and what I'll get onto in a minute, Final Fantasy VII Remake has darts. Like, you could do a video on who's got the best darts mechanic. Personas is quite cool though. Like, you got the dartboard on your screen, and you've got sort of like an oval shape, and you use the motion controller in the controller to move it around the dartboard where you want it.
That makes sense.
So.
Because darts, you can't. Darts is quite a difficult aiming thing until you get good at it.
Yeah, so you move your controller around physically like a motion controller, which moves this oval around on the dartboard. So I get it to where like the 20 is. Hover it over there. When you stop moving your hands, press R2, and that aims. And then you've got a little dot bouncing around inside this oval. Then that's basically where you're going to fire. And where you want to fire, you pull the controller back to your chest and flick it forward. And that fires the dart. Yeah, so you've got to time it right.
What do you do to stop the dot from bouncing? Or does it constantly bounce?
It's constantly moving until you flick the controller forward. So before it's about to hit the 20, that's when you do it, and then it will just do it on time.
How big is this oval?
About the size of a numbers portion on a dartboard, including the 2 single spaces and the double and triple.
Oh, so it goes the length of the wedge?
Yeah.
Okay. So within that, you've then got to try and aim for the triple.
Yep.
That kind of makes more sense, yeah. Because I was thinking, like, is there a button to hold down the dot bouncing? But then again, your hand is constantly swaying as you play darts. Even if you're aiming.
Yeah, it's always
your
moving.
Hand is still, like, slightly moving. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
That
sounds difficult, but sensible.
What I do is I move the oval up so that the bottom of the oval, the little curve bit, is right in the triple, so the dot is going to come down and end up in that bit. It's not going to overlap. It's going to come down, bounce, and then go back up. But when it comes down to the bottom, I can just go boop, and it's in.
Oh, fuck you, Atlas.
Yeah, fuck them. I've nailed it. I've stolen it. But there's billiards as well. Billiards is more of a hangout thing with friends. But the thing with darts is you can now increase your baton pass perks with all your teammates. So there's 5 different levels. So if you play darts with Ryuji or Aon or Makoto, you can increase, say, how much HP or SP will be recovered during the baton pass between that person.
That's good.
Yeah, so it's another excuse to hang out in a way.
I know you haven't got this far yet, But do you reckon they've put in anything to help with working up your friendship with Haru?
Haru.
She's the last one you get.
Yeah, because obviously you don't have much time. Well, they added that there is another month in this game.
Oh, okay.
There's January. They always add with the sort of, shall we say, extension Persona games with Persona 4 Golden. They added in another month because there was another character, and they've added in another month for this. But again, you've got more confidants, more stuff to do. So, it
seems super difficult to like do a friendship with Haru when it gets to, because she comes in like the last third, doesn't she, of the game?
Yeah, really towards the end. But I mean, on my first playthrough, I didn't really focus too much on hanging out with friends. I was too busy with like, I'm gonna go rent a DVD and that'll build up my stats. Like, I am literally doing none of that now. I'm hanging out with all friends. Mishima, sorry, the guy who runs the site, the fandom site. I'm up to level 8 with him already, and I'm only just done the 3rd dungeon. Like, I am getting them all up so that when it comes to these later on confidants, I can then level it up with them.
Yeah. I think that there are like story things you have to hit as well though with them, so you won't be able to get past a certain point until you get to a certain point in the story.
Yes, like it will say with Sojiro, it says, I don't feel my bond is going to get stronger with him just yet, because you have to wait. Yeah.
And then you can get it stronger with his stepdaughter.
You did?
Yeah, I did.
Futaba.
That motherfucker.
Yeah, she's just appeared in the story of hacking and listening in. Yeah. That's about it with me in Persona 5. It's as amazing as ever, and if you like JRPGs,
if you want to get into JRPGs,
or just video games, man, I tell you what, it is JRPGs with Pokemon mixed in.
Yeah,
and it's so chill, it's so good, man, and the soundtrack's one of the best ever. Go kill yourself, it is.
Seppuku right now, sir.
Dog eat Jake now.
No, she's gone.
Oh. And the other game I'm playing, finally been delving into, is Final Fantasy VII Remake. My God, what a game. That is incredible. That is one of the most beautiful games I've ever played. Although my PS4, I don't know if it's even my PS4 or the game, it takes a while to load in some textures at times. And it's not even on disc. So if the disc was fucked, I'd give it some credit, But this is digital, and it's taken some while, a little bit, to load in a few textures on some items. But other than that, it's impeccable. It's got the same sort of format as the RE games, where cutscenes can merge into. It's like a continuous flow. Yeah,
that's good. It is annoying when, it used to be annoying when the cutscene would very much interrupt the gameplay.
Yeah. No, it's taken me a while as well to get used to the battle system. The old battle system. I know you're not the biggest Final Fantasy fan, but the old battle system of turn-based. You see it on the screen, your team on one side and the enemies on one side, and it's blah blah, taking turns. So they attack, you attack. This is active turn-based, so you're into battle instantly. You're waiting for this gauge to fill up until you can attack, but you also are still moving around, dodging, defending. It's kind of character actiony.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit character action.
See, that's why I prefer character action, because it is fast flowing combat. It always seems a bit slow to me.
No,
when the old RPG style. Sorry.
Yes.
When it always seemed a bit slow when you had to wait your turn.
I can completely see people's point of view on that. That it's not for everyone. I loved it, but it's not for everyone. This one, if you love that sort of thing, the fast action, I think you'll love this. I really think you'll like this, and the story is incredible.
It's the same story, isn't it?
It is kind of. I class this more of a cover than a remake. How a band will cover a song but do it their own way.
Okay.
This is a cover being done its own way. There are stuff in the first 10 hours that doesn't happen for a long time.
Oh, really? So they've mixed up a bit.
Well, if you're a big fan of the game, you would have played this by now, so I don't really care about spoilers. Sephiroth, the main villain, you must have heard of Sephiroth.
Yes.
He's one of the biggest game villains, one of the most popular game villains.
Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, there we go. he doesn't show up really properly in Final Fantasy VII for quite some time. You see him really clearly in some visions in the beginning of the Final Fantasy VII remake. Yeah, there's a lot of story.
It's because they don't have to keep it a secret anymore.
Yeah, and I guess they want to get more hype in, so they introduce him now before the next part.
We know why you're here. Here he is.
Yeah.
Here's your golden boy with his long flowing hair and his Eris stabbing sword.
Oh, it's Aerith, you fucker.
Do you know that there actually is a way to bring Eris back this time?
I don't want to know. I don't want to know anything. I haven't beat it yet.
Apparently, you've got to go to the truck in Cinnabar Island and look under it, and you'll find Mew. And then you can bring Eris back.
Okay, I'll remember. I'll try for that. Yeah, I'll have a look.
Is it Aris or Ares?
It's Aerith.
Ares.
Aerith.
Ares.
Aerith.
I would say Aris.
You're Aris.
Yeah.
It's Aerith. TH at the end.
Aris. It's just your lisp. I can't hear it.
Yeah, it's my list. That must be.
Yeah. So it's definitely Eris.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay. That's how you win an argument, by trolling.
Yeah, you just give up. I've been streaming it. I've done about 15 hours, I think. I think next week I'll have more to talk about it because I'm going to do a long stream the end of this week. It's just beautiful. It's just incredible. The soundtrack is so nostalgic. It kind of has its own little soundtrack, but adds in bits of the original, blends it in. It's really nice. It is only set in the first, I want to say, 20 hours of the original game.
Okay.
So the first bit of the original game, you're set in this massive industrial city called Midgar.
Yeah.
Which is basically a big circular city. On the rim are like these cooling towers because it's sucking the energy from the earth, which is called Mako. And in the middle is a massive tower, which is basically the corporation tower, which is Shinra, who basically runs everything, and they're evil. They're evil.
No.
So
the corporation was evil?
Yeah, but the corporations. So this game only is set in there. They haven't built any of the outside world yet, and that's another 100 hours from the original game right there.
Jeez.
So
because they're releasing it episodically, aren't they?
Yeah, which is weird because they haven't labelled this as like part 1 or episode 1.
No, this is what you're getting now. Fuck you.
It's weird. Like, this is going to be Final Fantasy VII Remake, nothing, and then maybe Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2?
Yeah.
But,
or it might just be Final. This might just be it, and it's made by Capcom, the team who did half of Resident Evil 3 and little bits of Resident Evil 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
We heard you like just cutting out bits of your game, so, we did it all.
So we gave you this to one of the most famous games ever made, yeah. There's not really much more to say. It's amazing. Not really much else to say, really. I have nothing bad to say about it at the moment. I'll have more to say about it next week. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been playing. We talked about Twin Peaks earlier, what I've been watching. I've been binging loads more. In fact, hang on. I'm going to get myself a glass of water and then we'll come back.
Cool.
All right, one sec.
Yeah, no, the Gaming Grindhouse has no results when I search for it.
Well, wouldn't let me change it to it. I'll try again anyway. But at the moment, it's at Tom Grindhouse. So Gaming Grindhouse on Twitch and YouTube, and Twitter is at Tom Grindhouse. And you, sir? You, sir?
I am currently changing my name to at Gaming Grindhouse.
Fuck you.
No, I am at Jake _Twiddle.
Yes, he is.
Yep.
And
I lack the imagination.
Don't we all? That's it. I think that's it. I think that's a podcast.
Whoop whoop
whoop whoop. Can you think of anything else? Anything else?
Scooby Dooby Doo.
Perfect. Right. Water is attained. Drinking it properly, hopefully now.
Alright. What was it? Airplane. Yeah, I have a drinking problem. And he just chucks the water in his face.
He can't seem to drink it.
Ever since the accident, I've had a drinking problem.
I like my coffee like I like my men.
Black.
Alright, I had a quick topic to talk about. I'm not going to go hours into it because we haven't got much longer left. But I was thinking about unpopular game opinions. I figured you must have some. Because I've got one. I might have a couple more, but I know I've always got one that people don't like.
See, I don't know if I've got any proper ones. I normally just have unpopular opinions to troll people.
That's true.
Like when I say that Persona 5 the music is shit, it's not my opinion. It's just a troll. So I mean, I think I have games that I liked that other people didn't like, but yeah, and I can't really think of any proper.
Let me tell you mine, so it'll give you an idea of what I'm going. My unpopular, I don't get the hype of Last of Us or cinematic sort of games like that.
I get where you're coming from. Like The Last of Us, I've played it, and have you played it?
I played, should we say, 2-3 hours of it.
Okay, so you get that, like, the emotional roller coaster that it was.
Yeah, I saw it, but that to me doesn't make it the best game ever.
No, I agree with that. I don't think that it is. It's got more hype than it deserves, because at the end of the day, it is just Resident Evil with fast zombies.
Yeah, I'm just seeing zombies, and we all know zombies are played out pretty much.
Yeah, I think the story in it is good.
Yeah.
Like, because there's a bit. I don't know if you got to the university.
I don't think so. No.
So, when you get to like a university later on, there was a zoo nearby.
But
all the animals have since escaped, and you see giraffes walking past this broken section of wall, and Ellie, the little girl, goes, "What are they?" And it's one of those things. If giraffes stopped existing, you would never believe that they existed. A creature that stood at least 16 feet tall, with a fucking 8-foot long neck.
It's like a dinosaur.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe that existed. If there was no proof that it was around, you wouldn't believe it, along with elephants.
Yeah, no, I agree.
This little girl grew up in a world where she had never heard of these things. And yeah, I mean, even dogs would not be believed if you grew up in a world without pets.
Yeah.
The idea of, it's an animal that, lived in your house and, you cared for it and it cared for you. And you're like, that doesn't make sense. Animals are food. Rabbits are food. What is a dog? It was a bit bigger than a rabbit. Sounds like good food. No, it's not food. It was family. Fuck off. Don't eat my dog.
Yeah, I see your point.
But yeah, story-wise, I give it a lot of credit that it was a good story and raised a lot of questions that piqued my interest. But Game of the Year, all that stuff.
No.
It was a really, really good game. And compared to whatever else there was that year, I don't know if anything else would have beaten it in terms of being as good as it was.
I mean, when was it?
It was a bit overhyped. Yeah,
it's like as well.
What was it? What was it up against for Game of the Year?
Let's have a look. The Last of Us release date, 2013, June 14th. Game of the Year nominees. Alright, so we've got games such as Ni no Kuni, Fire Emblem, Super Mario 3D World, Guacamelee, Far Cry 3, Blood Dragon, Tomb Raider, the first remake, Bioshock Infinite, Grand Theft Auto 5. Yeah. It's a pretty big year.
So, I mean, the only one out of those I think would have beaten Last of Us would have been
GTA.
Bioshock.
Oh, really?
No, I don't think GTA has ever won Game of the Year because they're not anything special.
No,
they're popular, but that's it. So, yeah, it won Game of the Year because there wasn't much on the table that year. Bioshock Infinite came close, but I think the ending of it sort of ruined it. And replaying, because I finished my replay of Bioshock Infinite, it's not as great as I remember.
Right, okay. Well, again, there's another unpopular opinion. I don't like the Bioshock series.
Yeah, no. I don't like them either. In fact, I find them very annoying and tedious.
I think we even talked about that not long ago, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How like the spoiler, the catch or the trigger phrase of "Would you kindly" is not necessary because you can't progress anyway. You haven't tricked me into doing something. You literally stopped me from progressing because I couldn't go anywhere else. If the like when you've played the first BioShock, haven't you?
A bit, yeah. Yeah.
So
Never beat it.
At the very beginning, when like you're in that little bathysphere or little submarine thing, he says, "Can you pick up the tape recorder?" And if you don't pick it up, the door doesn't open.
Yeah.
So it's like I haven't got a choice. I have to pick it up to progress. If the door was open and he said, "Could you pick it up?" If I picked it up, then yeah, sure. You've now got me. I deliberately did it because you told me to. I had the option not to, but I did.
It's very linear.
But now I have no option. I have to pick it up.
Very linear, yeah.
What was another game that people kept saying? Dark Souls is not a open world game. That is linear.
Depends which Dark Souls. Dark Souls 1.
Yeah, Dark Souls 1.
There is a main path and story, but I kind of see it as different arcs. The first arc of what's it called? Oh Christ, I've completely forgotten what it's called. The first area,
Anolondo?
No, Anolondo is the area you fly up to after defeating the. So I kind of class that as the second arc, you know.
Yeah.
But each arc, in a way, has its own freedom to it. You know, you could go down to the fucking graveyard. You're gonna get wrecked, but you can go down there. You can go down to New Londo ruins, but you'll get wrecked.
Yeah. But then again, you can't go to New Londo because your progression is blocked until you ring the bells.
It's true. Yeah, it's true. But
you can't go to Anolondo till you ring the bells.
But you didn't. You don't know about that.
You can't you can get past Quelaag, but you can't progress any further than Ceaseless Discharge until you progress.
No, you can't.
It's linear.
You can't get past Quelaag. Quelaag is blocking that path down to the Demon Ruins.
Yeah, but you kill her.
Yeah.
Then you get down to the Demon Ruins, but you can't. There's like a glowing door.
Yes,
stopping you from getting past Ceaseless.
You have to kill Biggie Smalls for that.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, and then you also unlock. No, you don't.
Yeah, Biggie Smalls gives you the Lord Vessel, which opens up all those gold. But once those gold,
also, much like Seath, you can't get to Seath without defeating
Biggie Smalls,
Ornstein and Smoke. Yeah,
but once you do defeat them, that opens up a lot of freedom.
I mean, no, then you're free to backtrack
to loads of different areas
and do the stuff that you haven't yet done.
Yeah.
It's really, again, what people say about it. Like you can choose where you want to go in the starting area, but instead of it being like you have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 now becomes 1, 2, 3 in terms of your starting area to ring the bells, getting the Lord Vessel, fighting Seath and the Witch of Izalith.
Oh, and Nito. Yeah.
And Nito.
Yeah.
So yeah, it goes from ring bell, beat Lord Vessel, Lord Souls, what's his name? Gwyn. That's it.
King Gwyn.
It's a 4-step progression.
Yeah.
They're saying like, oh, you can do it. It's not linear. It is. The end of the story is there, and I can't get there until I've met certain place markers. Pokemon is a linear game in which you have to get to the Pokemon League by beating each of the gyms, and you have to beat them in a certain order. You can't do Lord Vessel, Bells, Lord Souls.
That
doesn't work.
Could technically say that every game is nearly linear, though. You could say Skyrim is linear because it's got the dragon story.
There is no such thing as a non-linear game. Every game you need to progress to get to the end.
Yeah.
Like even Fallout is an open world game.
There's a story.
But the story is linear.
Yeah.
Like you cannot access the Institute until you've hit certain parts of the story to get there.
Yeah.
You can't just wander into the Institute. I've tried.
Yeah.
And the railroad, you can't get there until you follow the path to get into the railroad. And when you do, I mean, okay, the railroad, you can get there straight away. But it's still that's not part of the main story. It is part of the main story, but it's not, end game story.
Jesus Christ, Jake, this is actually a really deep topic we've finally had for once.
Yeah.
My God.
How games are bullshit, and you have to play the story no matter what you want to believe.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you can skip it. You can go to Blighttown first, and you can fuck people up. But at the same time, you're only going there to ring the bell down below.
Yeah. You can't get to Gwyn any other way.
Nope, you have to do the story first. You have to play the game in a linear fashion. And, you could look for games that are non-linear, but at the end of the day, there will still be a linear path to it. I mean, Breath of the Wild, I would say... Because can you go and fight Calamity Ganon straight away?
Near enough. You can beat that really quickly, yeah.
Then, okay, that can be non-linear.
Yeah.
If you can go straight to the last boss and kill him immediately, then yeah. You don't have to do anything else. You can do it in any order you want. Then yeah.
There are other games where you can do that. I mean, they won't be level-based games, obviously. They'll be open world.
I mean, you can fight Tom Nook straight away and just hit him a couple times with the net, but he seems to shrug it off. You have to get stronger.
Same with GTA. GTA is open world and freedom, but there is a story to progress.
Yep. And in the old games, it was even more linear, where it blocked off the islands.
Yeah. You
could only access certain parts of the city after certain story beats were hit.
Yeah, so they weren't really that freedom.
Yep.
It's an interesting thought.
Yeah, and if you did try to go to the other island, you got fucking penalised and you were given 5 stars.
God, yeah, instantly.
Yeah. It's like, no, go away. We don't want you here.
We're not ready yet.
You couldn't even cheat your way into not having 5 stars. Because it just immediately put it back up. Yeah, I don't think there is a single game where, apart from Breath of the Wild, but yeah,
I can't think of anything.
There is no such thing as a non-linear game. And that's proven by Breath of the Wild showing you how it could be done. Yeah. But even then, it's probably non-linear in a certain sense. Like, there's probably something that makes it non-linear.
Yeah, probably.
Or that makes it linear, sorry.
I'll tell you what, then for next time, let's come back, see if we can find or think of anything like that where you can make it non-linear. You yourself.
Don't give me homework and quarantine.
Yeah, there you go. You've got quarantine podcast homework, Jake.
Oh,
there you go.
You and your stupid topic that I disprove. Actually, no. Unpopular game opinions. Yeah, okay, I have one. There is no such thing as a non-linear game.
That's not. That's not your personal opinion, though. That's something that it can be proven. Me saying I don't like Last of Us is not. It's a personal thing.
Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough.
I don't get the hype around Last of Us.
Okay, yeah. Saying you don't like Last of Us is just an opinion. It's not like a word.
Well, no, Last of Us is an example of I don't like those sort of cinematic style of game, and unfortunately, it's another Naughty Dog one. I don't see the hype or interest in Uncharted.
Yeah, I have no interest in playing Uncharted. I don't know why. It just doesn't appeal to me.
No.
Other games I don't have an appeal. Final Fantasy. I've played them.
They're not for you.
Yeah. But then again, it's an unpopular opinion. But then again, it's just I'm just not a fan.
Yeah.
I don't think they're bad games. It's just not for me.
Yeah, I completely get that.
What else is there? Oh, what did I see the other day that I thought, nah, can't be asked. Oh, what game did you mention before? You mentioned Uncharted.
Uncharted and Last of Us?
No, it's gone. There was something in my head. I was like, the FIFA games.
Well,
I think
yeah.
Unpopular opinion, the FIFA games are shite.
Yeah, they're the same game every year.
It's the exact same game every year. They just reskin the characters.
Most sports games are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you might not even get all the characters this year because of loot boxes. It's stupid. It's so dumb.
The people that will shell out 60 quid, maybe 50 quid.
Popular opinion. Loot boxes are scumbag tactics to make more money out of someone.
Oh god, yeah, that's an easy popular opinion.
And it's stupid how companies can get away with it.
Because they're surprise mechanics.
No, but not even that. I mean, just like from fans. Legality, yeah. they shouldn't be able to get away with it. But the fact that fans are putting up with it and letting them do that is, to me, once again, really dumb.
People are idiots, Jake. People voted for Nazis and like Coldplay.
Yeah, Nazis and Coldplay. Another thing I don't like is I don't like first-person shooters.
Really, no?
I don't like Call of Duty, and I don't like Fortnite.
Well, that's the thing is but you like Doom though, don't you?
I don't like online first-person shooters.
I get that. Yeah,
because like Fallout is now a first-person shooter. That's okay. I don't like Fallout 76 because it's online.
Well, we know what DRM's like.
It's Fallout 76.
Yeah, I think I used to be mega when I was young. When I was a Tom Jr., I used to be into the Call of Duty Online, but this is when it became the biggest thing ever. You
keep cutting out.
Oh, sorry. I was big into Call of Duty when it first. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. When it was Modern Warfare first came out, back in the Tom Jr. days, and that was such a big deal playing that with buddies on Xbox Live. But then it became, oh God, it's the same fucking thing every year. It's the same thing. Yeah. Like, why am I shelling out all this again for a 4-hour campaign?
They tried to make it different with like Future Warfare, didn't they?
Oh, in the latest, or one of the latest Best Friend podcasts, Castle Beast, they were talking about how many COD games there've been, and it's insane. It's close to like, I think 25 or something.
Shit.
Or no, 20 or something like that. Because they went, it's like Advanced Warfare, Modern Warfare, Black Ops, Infinite Warfare. It's like, just stop it. Stop it now.
It's hard to keep reskinning these games.
Yeah, it really is.
Oh, man. My development team is now just down to people making art assets.
Quite literally.
It's dumb. Titanfall was, I think, the exception to the rule. I like Titanfall.
Titanfall 2.
Both.
Yeah.
1 and 2. I liked them both. It was a good idea. Unfortunately, people just didn't like it.
No, it didn't.
I think I fall into the same boat that Pat fell in with, because I think he got me to play it by his little thing he said about it was like, people were sleeping on this game, and it's a lot better than Titanfall 1.
Oh, it's much better.
Then I played 1, and I was like, I like both of these.
Yeah.
And yeah, Titanfall 2 was okay. I liked it. I like it a lot.
I like it a lot.
I like it.
Well, on that note, yes, you've got homework for next week now.
What was my homework?
I've forgotten it. No, it was. We were talking about
finding
games,
a
non-linear game that you can beat without following the linear script of it.
Okay,
there
Tetris.
Can you?
I mean, what's the storylines of Tetris?
Well, you need to defeat the shapes.
Do you actually not know the storyline to Tetris?
No.
Oh, Tom.
Is there a storyline to Tetris?
There's a story to Tetris.
Tell us, rendition us with it.
Hold on, Are
you just going to play the music?
No.
Okay.
But there is Tetris lore. But
of course there is.
I cannot find it now. But I know there is one.
Yeah.
I know there is a story behind Tetris, but all I can find when I look it up now was like, oh, here's how Tetris was invented. It's like, no, I think it is something to do with aliens, like they're like invading shapes and stuff.
Jeez. All right. Well, you can find that for next time as well.
Yeah.
All right. Yes. So that's for next time. All right then. Well.
Where can we find this podcast?
Where can we find this? The one we're listening to, as usual. I might as well keep the trend up. This is on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Podbean under While It's Rendering. And the YouTube video of this you can find on Gaming Grindhouse on YouTube. And Gaming Grindhouse is also on Twitch, where I will be streaming at the moment Final Fantasy VII and hopefully finishing off Doom Eternal this week.
So how often do you stream?
Well, I was just about to get to that. God, you're rushing me. I stream 3 times a week, maybe 4 if I feel like it, but 3 times a week. I don't want to overload myself, but you got to do things like this in quarantine. So yeah, you can find that at twitch.tv /Gaming Grindhouse. The times you can find on my Twitter, which I have changed to Twitter. I've changed the Twitter name. It is at Tom Grindhouse. One word, Tom Grindhouse.
Doesn't sound like a grinder app at all.
So someone had apparently taken the gaming. I couldn't even have the gaming Grindhouse.
Taken what?
I couldn't even have the gaming Grindhouse name on Twitter. Apparently.
No.
Nope.
Who took it?
Have you taken it?
No.
Oh.
So at Gaming Grindhouse, yeah?
Yeah, it's not there. Are you looking for it?
Yeah.
And?
I spelled grind wrong.
Brilliant. You're the superstar we all need.
Yeah, no, the at Gaming Grindhouse has no results when I search for it.
Well, let me change it to it. I'll try again anyway. But at the moment, it's at Tom Grindhouse. So Gaming Grindhouse on Twitch and YouTube, and Twitter is at Tom Grindhouse. And you, sir? You, sir?
I am currently changing my name to at Gaming Grindhouse.
Fuck you.
No, I am at Jake _Twittle.
Yes, he is.
Yep.
And
I lack the imagination.
Don't we all? That's it. I think that's it. I think that's a podcast.
Whoop whoop
Whoop whoop. Can you think of anything else? Anything else?
Scooby Dooby Doo.
Perfect.
Don't you know what you're starting? You sure we got that clue? How bad this we go? Don't you know? No more art. And as you look to the horizon, not a cloud, but then stormy weather's go too cold. Seems like it crept up out of nowhere, all around you is not what you foretold. You never see it coming. One step and you're dead. Why just a bit to say goodnight? Go with blue skies, but now lightning's like your last resort. It's not an accident that no one hears your cries as your last dream seems to deserve. You never see it coming.